to feel.
Oh, yeah. But I'm going to say it now, and I'm going to say it once. Fact is, no matter the circumstances, regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in, you always got the choice.
The choice for what?
Regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in, you always have a choice.
The choice for what?
Slavery.
That's what you
You
saying,
know.
Cedric?
Hey yo, Phil was saying some wild ass shit yesterday. I ain't gonna lie to y'all boys.
No,
That
he was
nigga.
saying some crazy stuff. What I'm saying is, look, the Mexicans do it like this. They leave an envelope in your car with the drugs, and you're the chief of police. Next to the drugs and the money, they leave a picture of your daughter leaving school. Choice is yours. The choice is yours. Now face it.
Yeah,
I didn't say the circumstances that were created what gave you an ideal choice, but you still remain with a choice.
Right.
yeah, but that's different from
No,
slavery and subjugation.
understand my point. Okay. Now, the system of slavery, we had no involvement in it. I'm sitting on my front porch, smoking a joint and eating a banana, and all of a sudden, some crazy dudes walk up to my front porch with some AK-47s, put it to my face, and tell me, "Let's go." Now, at that moment, I'm faced with one choice: do I fight or do I go? Do I think about my kids? Do I sacrifice my life? Because this is a no-win situation. So, okay, I decide I'm going peacefully. I go peacefully. Next thing I know, I'm on a plantation. I'm on a plantation. The dude got a whip in front of me. The other got an AK-47. They take the shackles off. They say, hit the field, bro. I say no. They hit me with a whip. Now again, I'm forced to make a choice. I go in the field or die. But I made the choice. But the system that put me in that position, it wasn't my choice. That's all I'm saying. So when
So
people say,
then, yeah, I'm in total agreement with that because slavery was an institution.
yes,
So it
forced upon
wasn't
us.
just
Yeah,
about
yeah,
an
we did.
individual's
Yeah,
choice
we
to,
didn't get up and say, you know what? We joined the slavery trade.
yeah,
That looks like a good solution. Let's get on the boat,
exactly.
get
Exactly.
subjugated.
So
No,
when
no,
you
no.
say choice, like, yeah, a person can choose not to go to work tomorrow morning,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
That's a choice, but he's
yeah.
not
And
going to get paid. You know what I
no, but
mean? And it's,
yeah, he's gonna still have to deal with the
he's
consequences.
going to have to
So
deal with the. So I totally get the fact that yes, now there were always slaves that fought.
yeah,
There were always slaves that resisted,
resisted. Yeah,
but the institution,
institution, we don't have no control over that.
right? The
That's
institution
yeah.
was slavery.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not a
That's why I said
choice.
no. That's what I said, regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in. Because there can be circumstances that are out of your control. But
Facts.
in those circumstances, you're faced with a choice. Some of us say, you know what? I gonna live another day. I'm gonna take care of my family. And some of us say, hell no, partner. You touch me, I'm gonna take your head off, and lost that fight, right?
Mhm.
But to say that we chose to be enslaved, that's stupidity.
That's what I'm arguing against.
So that's why I play with the words a little bit. We did not choose, create, or had any choice in facing the institution of slavery. Once put in that position, there were choices that we obviously made, each individual, right? But the
Mhm.
institution itself, the fact that the Mexican drug law decided to put the dope and the money and the picture of my kid in my car, I had no say in that situation. That was forced upon me. Now that I realize either I move these drugs, take the money, and my kid lives, or I do something stupid and my kids die. That's the choice then that you're forced to make in that situation. But again, you gonna have to make a choice.
So let me ask, is this because I feel like for the most part, hold on, let me switch the camera. I feel like for the most part, sometimes we do ourselves a disservice, right? And what I mean by that is, oh, lose my camera. Oh, what I mean by that, um, we talk, uh, we talk about our condition as if, like we was had control over the circumstances,
No,
right?
absolutely not.
And it's like you'll hear people say, "Hey, shit, if I was, I wouldn't have did. I would have did this. I would have did that." And or we had a choice. What?
No.
Like what in the what people don't understand is you already lost when you was in Africa.
Yeah.
By the time you got here, what was you dealing with? Now you definitely in a wilderness somewhere you don't know where the hell you at, right? I mean, the choice that people are talking about was so restricted to
Exactly.
just surviving.
But what we gotta separate, what we don't do is when we're having philosophical discussions. So me talking about we had a choice, that's a philosophical discussion.
Exactly.
But when we get down to practicality, there is no real choice. You're forced. Look, it's like
Or
saying I got
slavery.
two doors, there's two doors, but one of them is locked. The, the deck is stacked against me. So you tell me I can go either through the left door or the right door, but the left door is locked. So I'm forced to go through the right door. I'm forced to choose that option. So when we're talking about these discussions, we need to separate the philosophical discussion where we're talking about how the mind works and the fact that we still have to choose compared to the practical discussion. Man, when that whip came over your back, you was gonna run in the field.
Yeah, it
Let's
made the
be
choice for
honest.
you.
Yeah, that whip made a choice. Or you watch the biggest, baddest brother get gutted like a chicken. No, no. I don't
But
care who you be. In that situation, you're gonna choose survival.
even before you get to that point, though, like you're already a slave.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But
you're on the
by the time you
boat
get to the
in chains.
plantation and it's time to make another choice, you've already been enslaved. You know what I'm saying?
Once you on the boat, you a slave.
Exactly. That's really the point. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
what they not getting.
the other
There's no
option,
choice in that.
the
Yeah,
other options come later on down the road. Cause
and the
like
majority of us
nobody,
couldn't even get off the boat. We were
yeah,
we were chained up together.
like nobody accepted slave. Like everybody fought. Like niggas got captured. The people that didn't get captured were already slaves prior to,
Yeah,
and they just handed them over. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The prisoners of war were people that fought. And you know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't get a chance to kill themselves. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
no.
so by the time you get to the plantation, then you can say, then you can say, you know what? You had a choice whether to stay on the plantation or run away. But then
Run go where?
with this search decision, right? You know, you
Run
can't
go
act
where
like,
though?
but it don't even matter. But you can't act like running away is always the best choice. It depends on the circumstance. Sometimes the correct decision was made. Yo, this ain't the time. This ain't the time to make that move.
Yep.
We need to sit tight, buckle down, bear this out, and wait for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, you know what I'm saying, think like, okay, because it didn't run away, didn't make the proper choice. Or you know what I mean? Like the proper choice in some situation was stay down, bro. Let's ride this out and wait for open. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it comes to the fact that we don't ever really put into proper context what slavery is, right? Um, Slavery was a function, right, of the state, right? It was a function of the state, meaning it was totally legal. That was your status. That was your status. So if you chose to run away, you was a runaway slave. The slave part never got took off of you because of your choice to not do the work. See, that's my point.
Yeah,
the fact that you didn't do the work or not did not negate your slave status. So slavery was never a fucking choice, Uncle Cat. If you chose to run away, you were now a fugitive slave. But the slave part did not go away. What part don't y'all get?
No matter
it's
how
not
you
a fucking choice.
Yeah, no matter how you visualize it in your mind, if you set none of
Yeah,
that.
if you fought back, if you revolted, what is that called? A slave revolt. If you rebel, it is called a slavery rebellion. The slaves rebelled. The slaves revolted. They are still slaves. That is their status.
That's right. And when you get when you escape, you gotta or you get to certain areas, you gotta have papers on you to show that your status is no longer slave and you free. Otherwise, they're gonna take your ass back to slave.
Where you come
from?
What's your master name?
So I hope my point is clear with that. Like, to choose to fight against something does not take away your status. You know what I mean? Like Nelson Mandela and them again fought, right? Apartheid Africa, but they still was second and third class citizens, even in their fight. So it didn't change, you know what I mean, who they was in society just because they chose to pick up arms or fight legally or anything else that they decided to do. You still are who you are in the society. The laws have to change for your status in the society to be changed. The laws got to change. So, until the laws changed in the Western Hemisphere, we were slaves. And I don't care how many times we fought and chose not to be in bondage, we were still seen
under
as
the institution of slavery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until the white people decided to change the laws. That's the only thing. It was laws that put us into slavery, and it was laws that alleviated us from slavery. Now, anybody who want to argue that is having a mental seizure.
Yeah, it was illegal. Like I said, slavery was illegal, a legal status.
Yeah. I can't argue that point.
It's about legality.
What I'm saying is when we're having the philosophical discussion about each individual's ability to choose, or a fact that we all choose, regardless of the situation, we still choose. That's a fact. However, when we put things into a practical sense, the institution was forced upon you. Every situation that you were in, again, it was as if they're giving you a choice between two doors, but one door is locked. You don't really have a choice. I mean,
they do what I say, or I'm gonna fuck you up.
And of course, the fuck you up is not always ending in your death. The fuck you up might just kill your two kids. You know what I mean? So there are systems put in place to eliminate or to reduce your ability to choose in your best interest. And it's structurally put in place. From the chains down to the whips, down to the whole system, our ability to actually choose was very limited. Let's be honest. We're under a system. I run away, I'm still a slave.
That's a fact.
So we need to separate those two things. So that Kanye West statement, that's completely and totally ludicrous.
Yeah, that's why you can't say slavery was a choice. That's just idiotic.
No. We didn't choose democratically and voted to be part of that institution. That institution was created and forced upon us. Every situation that we were so-called allowed to choose within that structure didn't put us in a position to not. There was no way that the slaves were going to mount a force in order to end slavery. This was institutionalized. Europe was completely structured around slavery. So how you gonna just no? That's not a choice. So that don't even make a conversation, I think.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, we got my
Yeah,
man.
shit, you got me wondering. I got to go back and because I saw Mandela movie long. Like you got me made me. I got to go back and get brushed up a little bit on my Mandela history.
Now, I was messing with Uncle them this morning. I sent them some pictures of Mandela. You know, he used to be a boxer.
Nah,
Right?
nah.
Yeah. He used to be a boxer. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent them pictures. They like, who's this? I'm like, that's Mandela. He was a serious motherfucker. You know, up into 2010, I think Mandela was still seen as a terrorist by the United States.
Yeah, they stopped saying that when he died. I remember.
Yeah.
Why was he? Why did they consider? Why did
They was over there blowing shit up.
Yeah.
He was leading him and his wife
Oil
was
refinery.
leading a rebellion.
Oh, they didn't
Oil
change.
refinery. Yeah, they went good.
When they freed it, they didn't change the status from the original.
Yeah. See, we look at it now because, you know, in the 90s, he came home. He was an old man. He was talking about peace and stuff. So we seen a Mandela. Man, that Mandela that before he went to jail was he was Osama bin Laden to the South Africans.
Yep.
You feel me? He was a goddamn terrorist. Man. So we
Yeah,
be looking, he
they
was
would've
a sellout. A sellout how? Like, what the fuck? Like, we say anything nowadays, yo. Goddamn Nelson Mandela. And when he went even harder than him, like in the late 70s and 80s, when he was getting people assassinated, getting people pulled out of their house, when he went crazy.
Hey, she was giving people rubber necklaces.
Yeah.
Tires and setting them on fire.
Yeah, she did much for that.
That'll always be when you take you take a woman's man away. Like the female end up being way worse than the
she
man
was vicious.
You know, say like,
who is this? Who y'all talking about?
Winnie Mandela, his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she went hard, Vance. She went hard.
My dad used to always say, whenever you put a woman in a man's position that a man should occupy, they execute that authority with ruthless power.
Yeah, she ain't give a fuck.
Margaret Thatcher, she was when certain women are put in certain positions of power, they go ham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you know, you gotta look at their role. You know what I'm saying?
They
gotta show
that they just as strong.
That they're ruthless. Yeah.
That gotta show I ain't to be fucked with. Don't take me like because I'm a woman and I'm gonna turn up twice as hard.
I'm gonna turn it up on twice as hard on your ass.
You know what it is.
You know what? Take that part out the house. Put a tie around your neck, bunny. Tell him I say so. Whoa, yo. Yo, man, I can't. Can you imagine doing that?
Yeah, that's.
Don't answer that.
What's going on, Adrian?
Oh man, I'm just listening. We still talk about that slavery. Was a choice thing.
Yeah,
I think that we also, like, since we bringing up slavery, we got to also talk about the different types of slaveries, like versus like over here in America specifically, and places in Jamaica, and especially Brazil, because like I could bring up some about Brazil. Did you know that when the Angolans and the Mozambicans first stepped foot on Brazil, they literally jumped off the auction block and formed Colombos?
Oh yeah. Gangazumba was the greatest Colombo leader in Brazil and in the Palmares. He created a whole kingdom in the Palmares.
Ended up being killed by his own family because he accepted a peace treaty.
Yeah. See, Adrian, you in here with the pseudo killers. We are well versed in many different areas. You never. The Malcolm X being gay shit is the only shit that you caught me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, somebody gonna be right there with you, like, yeah. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead. Tell us about it if you got some more information on.
And
go ahead.
you know, so we gotta really like look at, you know, certain areas where the black people were the majority. Like Cedric, can I ask you a question, brother?
Yeah, go ahead.
They definitely was the majority on Cedric Island. Go ahead.
Are you a Jamaican?
No, I'm from St. Martin. I'm actually from the Dutch Caribbean.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm East Caribbean. Jamaica is more to the west, and I'm East Caribbean. I'm the Lesser Antilles, the small islands over there by Anguilla and St. Barts. The famous St. Barts. To get to St. Barts, you gotta pass through St. Martin.
Oh, okay. Because I got a friend of mine who's from Jamaica, and he told me that his whole family are Maroons.
They had a lot of maroon colonies.
Yeah,
no,
you see,
family in the mountains somewhere that's still up there. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man. I feel we just ran away.
They still got the maroon colony. And Garfield talks about it all the time. In Jamaica, they still have the independent maroon colony. They still have their own government, their own area. They're seeking more political integration in Jamaica now, but yeah, they still have their own colony. But my island, for example, was and still is what it always was. It's a tourist island. So what you had here was these West Virginians. They would in the wintertime they would come down to the islands and to these islands in the Eastern Caribbean, and they would have smaller colonies of slaves, but these weren't very high producing islands. For example, the main export product of my island was salt, a natural resource. So the plantations that were on the island were mainly for the plantation owners who had property back in the U.S. Yeah, this was the Dutch, and we're still a Dutch colony up to now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, for example,
we
go to school.
You got queen and all.
No, we got king now. We got king.
Our king.
Yeah. But like okay. This is where I just make a separation between nationality and ethnicity. I ain't got no king. But yeah, so even going to school, we go to school in the Caribbean still under full European system. So by the time we are 12 years old, most of us are fluent in about 3 to 4 European languages.
Wow. So y'all can be screaming, God save the queen.
Nee, dat doen we nog net niet. So our political structure is we're still a colony, but we have a very high level of independence. So things like defense and nationality and stuff like that is still on the kingdom government, but we pretty much handle all other internal affairs ourselves. So our public health, our police force, our judicial system, it's all under the Dutch system, but independently ran by us on the island. So my government is predominantly
any maroon
black.
colonies there?
No, we had none of that.
Okay.
No, we
any revolts?
We did a dance once. Once emancipation was given. Listen, whatever revolt. Yeah, we did a dance. Listen.
Was that carnival?
Listen. Yeah, carnival is pretty much lined up. We don't mind. You guys got to slow it down and truly understand. For growing up on this island, I did not see white or black. We all share the same culture. So the whitest kid I would call him white boy. He would call me black boy. And that would mean a thing. Nothing. Why? We ate the same food, we went to the same schools, we danced the same music. Culturally, we are identical. I go to Europe. I have aunts that are white. Okay? So I go to Europe, and for the first time, I realize, well, wait a minute. I different to these people, man. Okay, okay, so these are white folks. These are white folks. They like that's when this whole identity thing and me being black started to dawn on me. I was 19 years old. So whole time growing up, we know this whole slavery thing, and we learned about the 80-year war in Europe. We learned about the East and the West Indies Company. We learned about the great pirates of the Netherlands, Peter Stuyvesant, and those were supposedly heroes, and taught to us as if that's you.
What?
Y'all had that
People
Dutch
growing up,
history.
most people on this island, if you ask them to identify themselves, the Negroes that have nappy hair and look just like me is gonna look at you square in the eye and tell you I'm Dutch.
That's what French Bernard be talking about. He be talking about stuff like that.
I'm dead serious. You tell my mother she's African, and she will give you no. Her grandfather is a Indian, and I'm looking at these people, and they no connection to Africa, none whatsoever. Biracial like kids for us, that's like that. Nobody lifts a head and looks at that. That's a non-issue. We are totally unconscious about these things. We have one national lady, they call her one Titi Loke, because they removed one of her breasts because she was one of the slaves that kept rebelling and running away. If you hear the local population talk about these people, they talk about them as if they are other.
Ugh.
So African slaves, they are not us. There's a total disconnect. There is a total, guys, you have no idea whatsoever.
Oh my Lord. My teacher from
None.
uh,
Anybody that's a little bit too pro-black here is considered a racist.
Damn.
oh my Lord.
So we'd be
Like, what's
considered
wrong with you?
racist over there.
What's wrong with you? Like, yeah, like most Black Americans, we look at them and go like, relax, you're in the States, chill out. It ain't all that black and white thing here. It
I can
really
see that
isn't.
though. If everybody grow, if you in a, especially if you're in an island, so everybody
Yeah.
when everybody is
Now let me give you the
everybody's
reverse to
acting the
that.
same. Everybody, like I say, yeah. It's not like George, you speak patois and nobody else speaks patois. Like
No.
it's like the equivalent of everybody speaking patois, the Chinese and white people. So there's
Yeah.
no separate. You
No
can't tell
separation.
where you meet and the other one ends. Like you can't.
Let's say I'm standing here and a Chinese guy from St. Martin is standing on one side and a white guy is standing on the next side and a black American pulls up. The way these two guys talk, if I have to choose who I'm going to link up with, I'm going to go hang with those two fellas. Because they are culturally identical, although they are phenotypically different.
Yeah, I feel it.
They're culturally identical. Now look at the reverse. The Dutch kids that their parents come to the island, right? Because it's Dutch, so they come to the island. Some of them have kids that born and raised on the island. Now we all finish school and then we go to Europe to study. Those Dutch kids that grew up on St. Martin are no longer Dutch. They are not considered by the European no longer Dutch. They are culturally distinct. They look the same. They even have some of the same names. But when they open their mouth, they sound like someone from the Caribbean. The food they eat, the music they listen to, the parties they go, the people they hang with, they are not Dutch. But they are white, blonde, blue eyes. So this is why I can separate this whole the racial discussion for me goes but so far. It always and only can go but so far because we grow up in these isolated pockets we're forced to embrace the same cultures. We don't have 72 nightclubs. So we go to a nightclub, and something unique about my island, for example, when you go to a nightclub, you hear the full spectrum of music. A DJ is not a DJ if he can't mix zouk, salsa, hip hop, dancehall, merengue. Like you have to play the whole spectrum. You don't go to a hip hop club and say, "Man, you crazy? Who's gonna listen to that noise all night?" Not no Caribbean person. Like, yeah, 4 songs, 5 songs, switch that shit up. Put some zouk, like, yeah, like, no, you would never find that in Simon.
Yeah, we was
You
talking
go
about that last night, like, because we was because we came to the conclusion when me and Chef was talking, like, just like we can try to understand like how certain people with different cultures will not be able to identify with the African American experience.
No.
And it's like no matter how we try to explain it, it ain't gonna make sense because you ain't live it. Just like we hear your shit and it sounds
crazy, right? Yeah,
like,
crazy as
we're
hell.
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much you explain it, we still ain't gonna get that shit, bro.
You know what? When you guys eventually come down to the island, because St. Martin is a party, right? And the first 2 days, you're gonna have a little bit of that American apprehension in you. And then you're gonna let that shit go. When you realize that, like, listen, we driving in a car and I really don't have to worry about no cops, like, period. Like, I don't. Like, whether they white, black, it doesn't matter. Here, guys swing on these French police like crazy. The police got a gun on him. He would never take that out of his holster. Never. You know what is never take that gun out of his holster? Never.
Yeah, they better with that shit out there. I gotta
Yeah,
get them.
so like we go to there is no white place or black place. There's, okay, you like this type of music? For example, if you guys knew the type of music I listen to, you probably kick me out of the pseudo killers, tell me I'm not black. Because I don't listen, I listen to alternative rock. I listen to 70s classic rock.
Oh yeah,
I like
Hall
that
and
shit.
Oates.
Yeah, I like all that shit, bro.
Yeah, we like Hall and Oates and all
No,
of that.
no
Yeah,
Hall and Oates.
I'm
No
with
Hall
you.
and Oates. I talking about Led Zeppelin. I talking about
I'm
Deep
right there with
Purple.
you.
Yeah,
like
okay,
that,
good.
I'm
Okay,
right there
good.
with you.
Yeah,
Black
I'm a
Sabbath,
rock.
Led
Jam,
Zeppelin.
Yeah, Black Sabbath,
I'm all that shit.
Metallica. That's my kind of music. Like, really, like, it has to have real live instruments because I play instruments. Or I used to before the stroke. So, like, I have my guilty pleasures, a hip hop song here and there, but no, not really, and I can't relate to it. Honestly,
You the whole
honestly, I
atmosphere shit.
cannot relate to the music. Like, I love Tupac. My birthday is 16th of June, 1973. I'm two years younger to the day. But I listen to his music. Brenda got a baby, and Mama and cracking. Yeah, no, okay, no. Running from the cops. What? I like when I hear a hip hop song and a guy is talking about eating lobster and spaghetti. I'm like, no, you guys need to stop doing this. These are things we eaten from the time we're kids. Like, you know how much a bottle of Hennessy costs here? $18 for a big bottle. We drink that shit like a joke.
Damn.
Yeah, because of where you at. That shit's
Yeah,
a
like
lot more
that's
expensive
like
in Jamaica
so,
though.
yeah. So for me, like when I see like Courvoisier, my father says Courvoisier is garbage, and Busta Rhymes past the Courvoisier
Oh, I see.
like he drinking some expensive shit. Like, no, we
Yeah, because
like
you know that it's the dynamics, like imported versus.
yeah, like we all import, but we got duty free. Like I said, our island really didn't change. It was always a tourist destination from way back when. So it remained that way.
Just like when I'm in Jamaica, restaurant dirt cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got local.
I drank it here. It's like drinking, same price as a Heineken.
Man, I was in
that's
DC.
just like a goddamn ice house. You know,
I was in DC. I was in DC, and me and my cousin, he took me to one of those strip clubs, and so I ordered 2 Heinekens, like I normally do in St. Martin. The lady behind the cash register, her head popped up and looked at me like, "What the fuck? You a ball or something?" So I looking at her like, "Okay, what's the big deal?" So when she gave me the 2 Heinekens and she said $22, I was like, "What?" A Heineken in St. Martin is $1. In any Chinese, any grocery store, ice cold, $1.
Yeah, Heineken my shit, but that shit cost you
that shit like a Miller draft over here. A Miller pony.
Yo, I was like, okay, I understand. Okay, so if it was a Bud Light, I'll probably pay $4 or something like that. But like we play in the club here for Heineken, we pay $3 or $4 because we're in the club. But outside the club, a beer's $1.25. US $1.25. But yeah, you see, so those type of cultural differences is what distinguishes a people in my honest opinion. Even in the US, people from New York, for example, like how good do they fit with people from the South?
Yeah, I mean,
Different.
It's some differences. You know what I'm saying? It's some differences. It ain't as drastic as damn Dutch. You know what I mean? You're shit the Dutch, but it's some.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah, we
like
get
the Southern people might think New Yorkers is arrogant.
In country.
Yeah.
But they are.
We look at New Yorkers as country.
Nigga, all that fast talking, nigga try to rush the game and shit.
Yeah, like man, y'all country ass New York dudes. and for them is the reverse. They think that everybody south of them is country.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But when we look at people like DMX and them and how they dress, we look at that as straight country. Like that shit looks crazy. like why do you got those big ass boots on and that big ass jacket? You country.
Yeah, those that, for example, yeah, like no, my clothes fit. No, I'm sorry, my clothes fit. My pants don't fall off my backside. My clothes simply fit. But again, I'm 48 years old, so I don't have no style to keep up with. Been there, done that.
Yeah, but with us in the hip hop culture, everything like merged because like when I was growing up, hip hop, New York fashion, cross colors, loud clothes, all of that stuff, you know that the hip hop stars in them was wearing was big time. But then NWA came out.
Yeah.
And that shit like hit like Noah. All of that shit that was happening in New York hip hop started looking corny as hell. You know what I mean? And
That's
these
when
guys
I pretty
from
much
LA,
got turned on to hip hop. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys, man, goddamn Ice Cube and them, they looked at like, straight killers.
Yeah.
Like we ain't never seen nothing like that
Yeah,
before.
they changed the game.
They changed the game.
You remember the piece in Spanish? Pincha tu madre, pinchas, policías, pendejos, salvaje, culeros. Listen, when I heard that for the first time, I was like, what? These guys crazy.
Yeah, we never seen nothing like that. Like I would say for me, NWA was the biggest cultural shift that ever happened in hip hop.
Yeah. But hands down.
It gotta be.
It came out of nowhere. Like
they came out of nowhere, yo.
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Man, they was cussing and
I know. Fuck the
Man.
police, niggas.
Oh,
Fuck the police.
man.
You talk about fuck the police? Oh,
Y'all really said that on a
on
record?
a record?
Record? Yo!
Shit, these niggas
Yo!
crazy.
I can't play that at home. My mother hear that, she gonna kill me. Uh-uh.
Yeah, that shit was like shit. Yeah, they fucked the game up. Okay.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. But hip hop gave us a chance to see how diverse, how people, black people in America lived in different places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
everybody,
that's
at like every place got a time to
Their own
shine.
style, yeah.
Yeah,
Time to
when
shine, their
LA
own
got it,
style,
we
yeah.
got to see how they was doing their things. I remember for a minute, some guys in Cleveland had came out.
yeah, Bone Thug.
Bone Thug, right?
Bone Thugs
Yeah,
and
they came out, so you got to see how Cleveland, you know what I mean?
Oakland, yeah, all those guys
Yeah,
came out,
then when Master P and them came out, you
Yeah.
got to see how the South. I mean, Luke and them was out, but that was some old other
Yeah,
shit.
that
Ain't
was
nobody
booty
never
shake.
really.
Yeah, that was booty shake.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
listen, see, one of the things I never complain about the mumble rap from this generation, because everybody forget we had Fushnikins, we had
facts.
bum skip, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
We had the bubble
I just
bubble
fucking-
down, simple, empty hip hop. We had the Luke with like these people think they invented twerking. Luke's the godfather of the twerk. Let's be honest. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's a
So
fact. That's
so
a
I
fact.
never put on this overly exaggerated righteous jacket as if our generation of hip hop was better. I mean, we had a hip bone connected to the thigh bone connected to the funny ha ha ha. What's that?
Yeah, I think they was if I'm not mistaken, I think they was English majors.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Going
They
here.
were smart. They were smart.
Yeah, I think that was a play on like ebonics and
Mhm.
pop
Yeah,
culture. They was using a whole bunch
exactly.
of different
They
pop
would use
culture
commercials.
references.
Yeah, commercials.
And
Yeah.
and hip hop slang. So they
All
was
bird.
they was English majors. That was like a parody. So they was super talented.
Yeah,
say
because they was really converting all that shit into like a language.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Different phrases, popular, commercial.
Yeah.
You know?
You know when I noticed
no
it?
more pork sausages, Mom. Please.
Yeah,
Please.
Exactly.
You know when you notice it? I have a friend who speaks English perfectly, but he comes from Curacao. So now Curacao is much more Latin American and European qua culture. So now in St. Martin, we are much more tied to the US, much more influenced by the hip hop culture, American lifestyle. So our television is all US based, etc. So we know all the metaphors and all the slangs. We see all the commercials. So my friend is listening to the same songs and he's going, what are they talking about? And I try to explain him the commercial, but it's like, okay, this is a part of pop culture that if you're not exposed to it, it doesn't register. So he can put all the words together, but metaphorically, he has no idea what's being said because he's not exposed to those American elements in his daily life. So that went completely over his head. Yeah, they did some crazy stuff there.
Yeah, but
Uncle West, he's in interview mode. He just got off an interview. So he on his shit tonight. I think he done calmed down from last night.
Yeah. He calm now. Uncle calm. Uncle calm. What it is?
I was on
God killer.
I was on a calm spot, man. Yeah, it was a good interview too, though. I turned it up just slightly. Click, click.
What you was interviewing on?
Oh man. Oh shoot. It's called the how was this?
Hit Montoya. Tell Montoya to come on here. Montoya was on here fucking with us last night.
Was he?
Told us we was the reason why Africans don't like us.
Did he? How you say that?
He said the Africans told him.
Yeah, we fucked up back in the day. We the one that set this shit off and shit.
The Africans then blamed it on us, and Montoya believed them.
Hello, I nigga. See what happened was.
Montoya said,
American
"Why y'all
Dream
don't
should have
fuck with
got
us?"
kicked off and left too.
They said, "Well, let me tell you why we don't fuck with y'all. Because when we first came over here, we figured y'all ain't fuck with us. So, like, come on, yo, you gonna believe that, well, yo? Like that was funny.
Culture, folks.
I
Culture.
mean, we supposed to realize, yo, is tribe, man. It's simple. Culture and tribe, man. Like,
No, we covered that too.
We covered that.
Yeah, we were just. We could do all
like, come on, man. Ain't nobody like nobody. Go the next hood over. I don't like you. I don't know what got that way. I mean, I could go down to Park Heights, Park Circle. I don't know when Baltimore done changed up a little bit. But as you know now,
you go the next block over now, you get your head busted.
Yeah, we was on the hilltop.
Yeah.
We go, I mean, we go across Wrightstown Road. We play y'all in football. That's how we do y'all, beat y'all up in football.
Yeah, but see the problem, y'all had better fields. Like so y'all could
we play the Pimlico. Everybody meet the Pimlico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see the problem is now you get your head busted from stop sign to stop sign. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
I tell you what's funny. We was the generation that made the cameras come up in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, the
blue light special.
They crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
if y'all don't live on no block with a blue light,
you ain't in a
man. If y'all got them in your city, that's the worst shit ever. I feel sorry for people who have them on their blocks. More than like most of the time, it's not a homeowner block because ain't no way you gonna be paying taxes and you got a big ass blue light shine. It look like daytime. At nighttime on your block.
They put that big light on you, the generator light and all that.
That shit make a whole bunch of noise and that shit shine all night. Crazy.
So, you know, Baltimore is like a model city. So they tried that first in Baltimore. Actually, we call it the blue light special with the cameras on every block. Man, I don't know how to get away with it now, bro. Everything is the camera. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I don't know how that works like that, yo. What's the subject matter for the day? Is Monday, Tuesday night calm down? What is it?
I don't know. I said what Tuesday?
Tuesday meltdown.
Tuesday meltdown.
Oh man.
Now let's get into this marijuana.
Well, with the marijuana.
What happened to the marijuana? Leave the marijuana alone.
No, we were having a discussion. Go ahead, Vance. You can lead it off.
No. Uncle Kent, Kent, Unc, and Chevron had a conversation earlier, and it leads to say that Unc and Kent are on the side that marijuana is addictive, and it's a gateway drug, and me and Chevron was like, nah, we ain't. That's kind of crazy talk right there, and that's basically where we at. We don't go too far on the other end.
Marijuana a gateway drug.
I'm gonna say this. Addiction is a disease that different people are susceptible to. Why does one guy become an alcoholic and one guy don't? How come Cheech and Chong smoke weed their whole life but never touch anything else? Other guy smoked 2 joints, realized it wasn't hard enough, and 6 months later he on crack. So to you know what I mean? So we cannot.
That's not it.
Cannot.
Y'all messed that all up. You messed that up, Cedric.
No, I didn't mess it up. I'm saying is you cannot draw a straight line from one to the next. For example, I'm gonna say this plain and simple. I smoke weed, but anytime I leave this island, I don't touch the stuff. I was in Panama a month, didn't even care, didn't want. I used to drink, I decided one day I'm not gonna drink no more. So it's been 12 years. I haven't touched a beer. Like just it's an individual thing. It's an individual thing. So
I think
yeah,
I think there's genetics, there's genes involved. There's genes.
yeah. So I can't say that one is a. I knew a guy. This guy's a physical therapist, smart as hell. And for some reason, this idiot decided he was gonna. Well, he wanted to experience what life was as a junkie.
What?
So he cracked out. He completely cracked out. Lived on the streets, did the whole thing. One day he decided I had enough and just cleaned the hell back up. He back in his practice doing brackets. You would not believe it. I I kept asking him why what I just wanted to experience it. I just wanted to experience this. He experienced it completely, lived on the street, all in. If you see the same guy today and ask him how, what did he just decided it was enough?
Yeah, I mean, just some people that are, some people may use constantly and may not be addicts, even though they use it constantly. They can just, and they can turn it off. Some people can turn it
Y'all
off.
messing it
Sometimes
all
it's
up.
just genetic. Sometimes it's willpower. Some people will is stronger than the next.
Yeah. Like, why does one guy
That's
freak out when he loses his wife in his house and goes and shoots up the place or kills himself, and the other guy smiles and a year later he's bigger than ever? How? What's the difference? Why does two individuals handle the same situation completely different? It's yeah.
Let me know when y'all amateurs finish.
You ain't no man. Look, you ain't no expert.
Shot.
Go ahead, kick the knowledge. Kick the knowledge. You will be the house
Oh
expert.
man,
It's
here
time
we
to
go.
mute my mic.
Here we go.
Go ahead. Let's get
I'm
it.
an expert on this situation.
Let's get it
So
in.
I'm an expert. So we talk about smoking weed. There's levels to smoking weed. So I want to tell all y'all weed smokers, when y'all smoke weed 365 days out of a year, every time a joint go out, you light up another goddamn joint, then come holler at me. And y'all do that for 25 years straight. Let me finish. Y'all do that for 25 years straight. Then stop on a dime and then come holler at me and see how your body feel with that. So all that marijuana ain't physically addicting. That's a bunch of crap. That's a bunch of crap. So I'm telling you, before the studies come through, I'm saying if you abuse marijuana, let me finish. I'm telling you, the average smoker might not get those effects. Like the way you think you smoke, Vance, and the way y'all think y'all smoke. But I'm saying when a person habitually abuses marijuana, yo, it can be a problem. I'm letting y'all know that. I'm telling you right now, all that, the test ain't in, man, abuse that shit like we did, bro. I'm saying it can be physically addictive. Now, I'm not saying it's crack cocaine. I'm not saying it's heroin, and I'm definitely not saying it's alcohol. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that the potential is there because I've seen it. I'm telling you, y'all tripping. I'm talking 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I seen dudes on the corner smoke weed and they still on the corner smoking weed. So what's the difference, dog, between a nigga drinking and standing on the corner and still on the corner? The nigga on her is the same. Yo, if you abuse anything, yo, it has the potential to finish you off. Trust me when I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the light smoker that might smoke every day. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when that's all you do is smoke. You know what I'm saying? Where you ain't even going to work, you only got a job because you smoke. There are people out here like that. All they do is sit on the couch and smoke and play their games, dog. I am telling you, there's levels to this shit, yo. So I just want everybody to know you don't get a free pass like you think you got on weed. I'm just gonna abuse it to death. No, there is no free pass when you're talking about mind-altering drugs, chemicals. You don't get no free pass with your body. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I get that. Now listen, I smoke. Shit, it'd be hard pressed to find a nigga who smoke as much as I. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
You could smoke.
we all done said that.
I was in the trap. I was in the trap all day. Smoke big. All I smoked was dust matches all day. Sit down, play Madden all day. Then, nigga, early 2000, I popped ecstasy every day. Nigga, two pills off the pot.
What?
Nigga, I used to bite down every day in Atlanta, bro. Like I'm talking about, and then I'm talking about stop on a dime for a while, then pick back up a couple years again, heavy, stop. You know what I'm saying? But it's different. It's different for everybody. I know niggas who did it less than me, actually less than me, who was bent on that shit. They couldn't stop like I did.
How many years you do it for straight?
I did it for years, huh?
So you don't realize you was addicted for them years, yo?
I'm saying, but the minute I stopped, I just stopped.
Fine. That's fine, yo, but you wasted half your life doing that shit, yo. I get it. I'm not saying
it was just what it was, but it's like I'm just saying, like I'm talking about addiction where you can't quit.
Man, you always quit, man. You know how many times I done quit?
Nah, bro.
Listen,
I'm talking about like my mother was an alcoholic, right?
Because that's the worst drug on earth. Because that's the worst drug on earth.
She couldn't go back to. She couldn't stop drinking, right? Like she did, and then start drinking again. It would be she would go hurling down that hill again.
Yeah, that's the worst drug. You just know that's the worst drug in America is alcohol. You do realize this, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, but that's addiction though. You know what I'm saying? Like that is addiction where
no, there's levels to addiction, yo. There's
I'm talking about where you can't touch the stuff ever again. I stopped popping and picked it up again a couple years later. Just as heavy. You know what I'm saying? But and stop.
I know plenty of addicts to do that.
Huh?
I know plenty of addicts to do that.
I can't hear you.
I know plenty of addicts to do that. They sniff dope and coke and then stop. My cousin, he dead now, right? He was a binger. So he might just go 3 weeks and then don't touch the shit for a year, then do it again. So that ain't saying much. I'm saying, I'm just trying to let you know, yo, that's part of being addicted though. You act like you're
comparing weed.
This is crazy.
But they're talking about weed. You missed the conversation.
Opioid.
No, you missed the conversation. He was talking about biting down on something. you off on the weed.
But this been your same argument.
So wasn't talking about weed.
Y'all didn't have the pill popping stage?
No,
we in it now.
We had
I'm talking about, but early 2000s, like the shit ain't even hitting on nothing. I'm talking about back in the 2000s, that shit.
The E-pills, all that
when
shit.
When it was really, when he really was rolling. Yeah.
Call it rolling. Rolling.
Must say it right there on the back.
They call it rolling, but when you take it in Atlanta, niggas say you biting down. They had when the song they called bite down, bite down. That's what that shit is.
You getting the
I never knew that.
The slang twisted up in it.
Yeah.
Twisted up. No, I know he was talking about taking pills though.
Yeah.
Ecstasy, that's bite. When you take it, you bite down. Like niggas be like, are you trying to bite down? That means you ready to pop. You trying to pop one? You can bite down.
Anyway,
I learned something new tonight.
Anyway, exploit. Listen, y'all, hold on. No, can't say nothing yet, Mr. Wiley. Listen to me. None of y'all on this panel wouldn't even be living if you did it the way I did it. I'm gonna let you know.
That's a fact.
Okay, I'm gonna show you. All right, let's do this.
Your bias blinds you.
No. Hold on. Let me. Tell me I'm wrong. No, hold on.
Let's source up though. Let me source up.
All right, listen. All right, let me show you how I did it. Y'all let me know if y'all can hang with me. This is what we're gonna do, right?
I can't.
Let me see.
I can't hang. I'm getting out the car right now.
Watch this. Let me show you. Let me lay it down for y'all. Yo. All right. Whatever scheme you was on, yo, you get yourself $2,000-$3,000. Let me tell you how we do it around here. Watch this now. We're gonna go down the spot. We're gonna get a nice bag of weed. All right, off of Emerson Avenue, somewhere, get a nice full bag of weed, right? We're gonna get that. We're gonna go to Belvedere. We're gonna get some dope. We're gonna get the raw dope.
Dope is heroin in
Baltimore. That's heroin. We're gonna get the raw. We're gonna get the raw dope. Then we're gonna go to Park Heights, right? We're gonna get some 14K with some scramble, right? So we got the scramble and the raw dope. You need both. Watch this.
What's scramble?
Scramble is scramble heroin, where they scramble up with quinine and bonita. Read that.
Oh man.
Watch where I'm at. Watch where I'm at.
Stretch it a little bit.
Watch how I'm doing it. Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying now. We got that, right? We're gonna go down to Shirley. We're gonna get some powder, right? Or, you know what I mean? Or Tawanda.
Yo,
right?
about the bust his heart.
Powder.
Did y'all hear all this shit he just said?
Listen to me. Watch this. Hold on. Watch this. Hold on. We're gonna make sure we get the pills, the Adivans. All right? We're gonna get the pills. You need the pills. The pills, and then you gotta know how many pills. So we got all this, right? We're gonna take our weed, we're gonna get our blunt, we're gonna put our weed, we're gonna lace it with some cooked up cocaine, because we'll never mess with the crack. Shh. Put the heroin on the raw. Shh. And put the scramble on it. Shh. And don't forget, we're gonna get the best liquor we got. I'm gonna get the Cavassier, the cognac, right? And I need the beer to wash it down. Listen, and then nigga, you high. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all niggas ain't nothing high in your life. And I'm saying, this is every day. Hold on. This is all day. Watch this. This is all day. This is all day while I manipulate the whole corner. I'm gonna say it again. This is all day while I manipulate the whole corner with a whole pocket full of money, laughing at everybody. So hold on. So on Friday though, now I got to game the young boys in the block because they think they can drink with me, right? Get at, go to the bar, right? Rods and Rice Town. We take drinks to getting all that, right? And I'm saying, I'm gonna make y'all fall out. No, you're not. No, you're not. First of all, I'm not really gonna drink with them. I'm gonna act like I'm drinking with them because I'm manipulating the corner. So these niggas is drunk at this point, and I'm running circles around all of them. They think they can hang with me. None of y'all could. I don't even know why I'm living.
Yeah, trust me. Been dead, yo.
Yeah,
you went
a whole other way. Like I ain't never.
Now hold on. I've never shot. I never put a needle on my arm. God damn it, I didn't have to.
Yeah, but listen, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never fought with the heroin or shit like that. Or the salt. That wasn't my thing. But I'll wake up in the morning.
Why play with it?
I'll wake up in the morning. I don't gotta go to nobody to get the weed. Now I pull it out my dad's sack, my dad's smoke up. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking at 10 in the morning. I'm with my partners in the spot. We know, look, we need to eat right now because we know we about to bite down. And once we bite down, we ain't eat no more. You know what I'm saying? So we normally eat about 3. About 3 o'clock, we pop in 2. We smoking all day. We drinking Hennessy all day. We at the club. And we at the club about 12. We drinking and smoke. We go pop 2 right before we go to the club again at 12. Smoke, drink, wake up the next day, do the same shit all over again, nigga, for years, nigga. That's
rookie.
Y'all niggas don't love y'all liver.
Rookie.
Oh, I was young.
Y'all know y'all got a liver.
But when you pop pills, see that's what I'm saying. When anybody that really pop pills, they understand. When you pop pills, you gotta drink, you gotta smoke. Because you rolling, you can't chill for an hour or two. If you rolling, you gotta be smoking constantly. You gotta be drinking constantly. Everything's going on. You lit. The whole scene is lit. The music is going. Like you turned up all day, all night, bro. Like,
I'm sorry.
Where my pill poppers? Where my pill poppers coming to play?
I never been turned up there.
I'm gonna have to quote.
Where's my niggas from Atlanta? Where's my niggas from Atlanta in the chat, man? Jump on the panel, man.
I'm sorry.
Y'all even bring weed into the situation. Y'all niggas was on some whole other shit, yo. How could you even bring that in, yo? I know why you biased.
Oh yeah, but see that shit in Atlanta though, that shit was like that's normal. Back then that shit was normal, bro.
I'm gonna have to pull a Cat Williams. It must say it on the bag. Regular wheat. No salmonella, no thriller, no killer. Pop witch who whopping? Y'all forget I'm a biochemist? Hell no. Hell no. What? Hell no. No.
What is ecstasy anyway?
Arsenic, nigga. Arsenic, nigga.
I can see a little bit of it's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of coke and there's a little bit of heroin, but it depends on like some pills you're gonna get the more heroin roll feel. You're gonna lean
That
back.
shit a sugar pill.
Sugar pill, you might ain't getting high on that shit, bro.
Nigga, hell no.
You can never trick us with that. A goddamn evil.
You talk the early
Nah.
2000s, nigga, like I was saying, getting niggas on the pen from Atlanta, they'll tell you early 2000s, that shit was lit. That was niggas were getting double stacks and shit like that shit. Like later on, they started coming watered down. That's when the niggas started fucking with. But I used to have them by the thousand. I used to push.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah, I used to push.
Yeah, I lived in the ex-tea capital of the world. I lived in the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For a minute we used to get it from out that way. We had to connect out that way.
Hey yo.
Yeah, because they started that in the Netherlands, but no.
Then they got kind of hard to get it out there. You know what I mean? And then niggas got worse down here because niggas started figuring out how to make it. And then the quality
the guy who brought it to Miami, Steve Brown, comes from the Netherlands. Like Steve Brown was in Miami. He brought the formula. He started doing it in Miami. He comes straight out of Amsterdam. But I mean, again, fellas, no. Even look, I started smoking weed when I was 26 years old. I already had a kid. My whole college life, I never had a drink.
Long as I was 12.
Yeah, you smoking weed at 12, 13, yo. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Guess what? Person say, yo, why you stop? I say, yo, because I did it. I ain't had to do it no more. I ain't gotta do it no more because I did it. I got my pill. So this is a precautionary tale, yo. That's why I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all think that weed just something easy, yo. I'm trying to say, yo, that it don't have to. Not saying it will. I'm saying it could potentially put you in environments, yo, that you just shouldn't be.
What?
Yeah, but I don't see but see, I know so many people.
Now it's legalized, so it's a little different.
Yeah, but I know so many people, right, who smoke weed, who's smoking, and then when the job cracked down, when niggas couldn't smoke, niggas just gave that shit up, and then niggas became alcoholics because they couldn't smoke.
Yeah, see, they drink. You see, you're hitting the point now, right? So
yeah, but alcohol now. Alcohol,
the worst drug, yo. That's the worst.
Well, that's the thing. Now, alcohol is more of a gateway drug because it inebriates you. You're inebriated, so now you're easy to succumb to shit that you wouldn't normally do because you're not in your right faculties. You know what I'm saying? That's different than smoking weed. You might be high, but nigga, your mind is still goddamn working at his pretty much at his normal rate, depending on goddamn your level of tolerance.
We the gateway.
We the gateway.
Wow.
Gateway to what?
Wow.
Can I say
Gateway to what?
Gateway to heavenly bliss.
Looking for something in the street. What's the first thing you're gonna find?
Some weed.
What is the gateway to what? What do you graduate from weed?
Right.
What's the next step? A weed smoker says, I want to get higher, so I want better weed.
I
don't want to sniff no dope.
Nah, that's a different angle. That's a different.
Yeah, like a weed smoker want better weed, Joe.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to go.
Once you accept smoking weed, you accept using drugs.
There you go. See, that's
no.
What happens if you don't start with weed, though? Then what's your argument?
You're wrong.
When you don't start with weed,
because more people start smoking weed before they do anything else. Most people don't jump to cocaine.
Most people start drinking. Most people start drinking.
I agree, it's weed or alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol. I think most people start drinking first.
Right.
But they're the easiest to access.
Yo, a person can just be a stoner, yo.
Yeah, all day.
I never seen a weed smoker say, yo, I want to go get higher. So let me get some brown.
You ain't see Lil Wayne them drinking syrup. You don't see they go from weed to syrup. Y'all ain't seen that.
Lil Wayne and them was getting high off of dope and stuff when
they was doing
14 years old. He worse than you,
Oh man. So weed is y'all saying it's a default. It's a de facto gateway drug is what y'all saying.
Yeah, syrup is new though. That shit was local. Niggas wouldn't own that syrup shit like that in different areas. That shit was more local.
Exactly. Sosa.
That shit niggas had syrup in Atlanta.
For me, I just smoke.
Huh? Yeah, we all smoke.
You know what I'm saying? Break down what you mean by de facto gateway.
Yeah, what you mean?
So you
Because
saying
y'all saying weed is the most accessible drug and everybody can get it. So by default, that's gonna be the gateway drug. That's what you just said.
though.
but listen to what Fontaine's saying. Fontaine, you just said you just smoke.
No,
Right.
but no, hold on now. I did ecstasy and all that, like bro was talking about. I'm from Atlanta.
He in Atlanta, I know. I see the flag.
but ecstasy was more of a party drug, right?
But I wouldn't have never did ecstasy had I not tried weed. I would have never been even thinking about it. If
So-
a nigga would have popped their pill and I never smoked before, I'd have been like, "Why you crazy?"
Yeah, thank you.
I think y'all talking about something else.
Nah,
They're
man.
saying it's by default. Chevron, the
Yeah,
numbers and the statistics, they're not. That's the only logic behind it. There's no
because
other
it's
logic.
more accessible first.
Right.
That's what they're saying,
Exactly.
right? But
You're not as afraid of marijuana. You think you're not
that's
afraid
not-
of it. That's the point I was trying to make. That it makes you listen.
No, it ain't even.
It makes you not afraid to get high, yo. He said the perfect point. Once you move there, yo, you're no longer afraid to get high, yo. Once you get past
I'm horrified.
Yeah, because
I'm
I know.
horrified of anything.
But we're not
other than
saying
weed.
everybody who
weed.
smoke weed.
I know niggas that
I'm
smoke weed.
saying,
So how can we make that
Can I say
statement?
I'm saying I smoke weed, but
Does
I
alcohol
will
make
never
you say,
have
"I'm gonna do
never-
all the other drugs now"?
I don't drink. I
First
don't
place.
smoke
That
cigarettes.
shit's
I
nasty.
never
as fuck.
did anything other than smoke weed. Never in my
I'm
life.
right there with you.
So,
I never even.
the
Right.
generation under you, right?
Yeah.
And 2 generations under you. Do you know cocaine was terrifying to us? Weed
Yeah.
was the limit. Cocaine was terrifying. Like
It's
we
still
seen the
terrifying.
effects. We seen the effects of
Heroin?
cocaine and heroin. Like that shit
You
was terrifying,
crazy?
right?
Yeah.
We seen Superman turn into crackheads.
Yeah.
So it
boy,
was
you
like,
crazy.
yo,
No,
we can't fuck with that.
no
So
way.
weed
Uh-uh.
was the
That's it.
limit.
The limit.
It wasn't like, yo, I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Yo, we seen our parents and motherfuckers that was really somebody get completely fucked up
Tons of
by
crackheads.
by crack and
Cocaine
cocaine and heroin.
and heroin.
So
You-
that shit was terrifying us. Like
Hell no.
in the 80s, in the early 80s, like I was telling Vance, cocaine was slick. It was slick the snort, fucking Scarface. It wasn't nobody slicker than Scarface. You had the niggas coming out of the 70s looking at what's that? Superfly. He snort cocaine, whipped the police ass. You know what I mean? Had money, had all of the girls. That shit. But by the time the mid-90s came along, we seen these motherfuckers looking like animals.
Yeah.
They didn't look glorious no more. We seen a fall that happened with that. So people in my generation, when we seen a hard drug, cocaine and crack and heroin,
Hell
nigga,
no,
that
we
shit
ran.
we ran the opposite way.
I went to a party once in the Netherlands.
You had the lady, you had
in the
Ronald
Netherlands.
Reagan, you had Ronald Reagan wife say no to drugs, nigga. We ain't had no say no to drugs. See, this is why people don't even understand it, yo. It was customary for a nigga getting money to snip dope.
I know that.
That's what we did.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Chef
So I'm
just
saying,
said
so
that.
when people crack them crazy ass jokes, nigga, I had bread, right? That was what you could do. That wasn't nothing. Just like right now in Hollywood, niggas sniff cocaine, yo. They
They
sniff.
always did.
They always did. That's the rich man shit. It make you
Right.
okay. So, but what you saying is
Dude
you're
just
right.
died from that shit.
You're right. That next generation, yo, y'all niggas got addicted to weed. Like it's different
It's
now.
not
It
addicted.
is, yo. I'm
Can I
telling
say
you.
something?
God, yo. Weed is not addictive, yo.
My nigga taking
Chad,
off.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what,
wait.
too.
Cedric,
when
you
you
too
look
old
at
for
it,
this
right?
one. Hey,
Listen,
Cedric,
hold on.
you too old for this one, yo. I'm gonna tell Sosa, Chef know goddamn well.
Wow.
Them niggas in
Wow.
Baltimore, Maryland. Now I'm not wild. He know niggas be stuck on the corner for the rest of their life smoking weed. They don't fuck with nothing else. You know it, dog. It's niggas
Hold
that
on,
can't
like,
like,
Failing
there
drug
was
tests because they won't stop smoking weed.
in
Man.
in
Can I
that,
say
yo, I
look,
can't
look,
be wrong, yo.
in that following generation, bro, like it wasn't even acceptable. Like it was not like acceptable for a nigga to be doing coke around you, bro.
Right, but I'm asking you, am I wrong
Like
though,
the-
Sosa?
You
Those
cannot
niggas
get
smoke
chemically
weed, smoke
dependent.
weed.
You cannot get chemically
But listen,
dependent
the
on
people that
marijuana.
smoke
Can I say
weed,
something?
the people that smoke weed hang around niggas that smoke weed. The niggas that did coke hang around niggas that
You're
did
not
coke.
answering
Now,
the
you might have
question.
had a homeboy that did some coke, but he really didn't do
You're not
around you
answering
because
the question,
he did-
Sosa. Answer the question. You're running like the pseudos now.
I was trying to make it a point. What's the question?
Do you got homeboys right now? Them niggas don't give shit what they like for smoke weed. Y'all can't tell me y'all don't see that. Y'all tripping, y'all lying.
Yes.
Can I
Yeah,
say
they
something?
still. I mean, like, hold on. Yeah, they smoke
Don't-
weed. They go to work. They still go to work. Like I'm talking about a nigga like.
No, I'm talking about niggas. No, I ain't talking about the ones that work, nigga. The ones that just smoke weed. Come on, yo.
And don't do nothing. Don't work.
Listen.
But these guys
I
were.
don't got no homo
These
like that.
guys,
Who
when
just a
when
weed
we were
junkie on
going
the
to
corner, don't
school,
work.
when we were going to school, these were the guys that skipped school. When I got on a plane and went to study, these guys were the guys that flunked out. So I come back.
You answered the question though, Cedric.
These are the guys that are still on the block smoking weed. Smoking weed while I smoke the same weed. Now I go on the block and I buy my weed from those guys.
No,
that's
that's not what we're talking about, Cedric.
Yeah, but
I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen a nigga stuck on the corner
I don't
smoking
know.
weed. I've never in my
know
life
what
seen
you
that
talking
shit.
about.
Okay.
I literally don't know what
I
you're talking about.
never, ever.
Gotta borrow money so he can get some weed.
Thank you, yo. Thank you. Thank
He's
you.
just a bum. Now y'all just talking about bums.
He's a bum.
Y'all just talking about bums, yo. That's all that is. Y'all blaming it on weed when the nigga just a
Y'all
bum.
blaming a nigga lack of ambition on weed.
Right, that's just a bum, yo. What the weed is not addictive. Y'all not gonna convince me that you can get chemically dependent on marijuana. It does not happen in nature.
Let's take a poll in the chat. Hold on, let's take a poll in the chat. Let's take a poll in the chat. Hold on, let's take a poll in the chat.
Let me say this
Hold
first.
on, I just gonna put the chat. Then you can say it. Put a one in the chat.
Let me ask you
If
a
you
question.
know some niggas, that's all they do is play games. Any woman in the chat, they got boyfriends that just smoke weed and sit on the couch all day.
We talking about a bum.
Whatever, nigga.
You still probably go to work though.
Nah, nigga.
I've never in my life met a nigga like that, yo.
You telling me, bro, that you telling me
Y'all gonna make me bring the older niggas on the joint. We know plenty of y'all young niggas.
Please, tell us these old stories, yo.
Listen, so you tell me right now, you can go out in Baltimore, right? And there's niggas who on the corner, they ain't got no job, they ain't got no house, and they just trying to get their next weed.
Yeah, they selling
strictly
dope.
Because of weed.
Yeah,
strictly because of weed.
Listen, they selling crack.
Nah, man.
Don't get high off of crack. All they do is smoke weed, nigga.
They not addicted. They just
No,
bum.
the ones in the chat. Y'all saying I'm saying this. You know we got. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, you know we got the smartest chat in the business, right? They putting ones, yo. Y'all tripping.
These niggas smoking weed right now in the chat.
Chef. So there's girls in Baltimore selling their body for weed.
Hell no.
I know some chicks right now. I blow you for some weed.
Wally say, hey chef, can I tell?
Go ahead, Adrian. Tell us, Adrian.
I got friends of mine who I've known since middle school and who I graduated with. That was just always weed heads, right? And keep in mind, I've never did drugs in my life. And when I be looking at them and talking to them,
congratulations, by the way. Congratulations, by the way, Adrian. No, he said he never did drugs before. Congratulations. We gotta big stuff like that up.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I've never did any sort of drugs in my life, but like a lot of my
and stay that way. Ain't nothing slick about this conversation, but go ahead.
It's a precautionary tale, goddammit.
What I've always known by like talking to them is that something always missing, like cognitively, like they're complaining about like memory problems. I'm looking at them, I'm like,
Adrian, can you say that? Can you say that? Can you say that about me?
Nah, but see,
that is insane. Y'all are having an insane conversation right now.
This is craziness.
That's what you call an anecdotal.
Cedric, your man Unc is insane, dog.
That's an anecdote.
And then we can have a guy who never smoked before put input on it. That don't even make sense to me. No disrespect. No disrespect.
I'm not talking about you,
now
man.
he's saying that he's resorting a weed head to somebody that's off now. So what? What's the conversation resorting to?
Nigga, a lot of them physicists smoke.
Hey, Vance, they ain't said it about me on Heron. They ain't said it about me, yo.
Right. He said a nigga on weed is worse than a nigga on heroin.
I smoke weed.
We gotta omit that.
I smoke weed 24/7. I smoke a 7 gram in 2 days. Let me say this. I do consultancy work for the public health department of this country.
Really, yo? So you're in the lab, yo, messing up experiments, yo.
Hey, so this is the conversation we had. I told him I'd be comfortable with a doctor high as a kite off reefer operating on me. Them niggas said they wouldn't because they think weed alters you that much.
Crazy.
Like, this is a crazy conversation.
They will lock you up driving under the influence of marijuana these days. I'm gonna let you know.
A matter of fact,
you can get drunk. You can definitely, sure you can.
You smoke
but why is that?
But listen,
what is the validity? What is the validity of that? What is it? Why is that? Because niggas is dying from smoking weed in cars. Is that why?
Yeah, but listen,
is that the conversation?
If you smoke weed, right? But listen, here's the thing, though. If you smoke weed in college, right, and you learn something when you smoking weed, the best way to recall it is when you get high again. That's
they're not gonna get it, Sosa.
When you return, like if it's not like a drug like alcohol or something that inebriates your mind, the state in which you learned it is a state that whenever you in that state, you best at it. You feel me? Like if you learn how to play pool when you smoke, when you was high, then you're gonna be a better pool player.
That's street logic, man. Get out of here with that.
Y'all know anything about jiu-jitsu?
All I did
y'all know anything about jiu-jitsu?
I bet I could pull that up.
I practice jiu-jitsu every day.
So if you go to Brazil and you had know anything about the culture of jiu-jitsu, they get fucked up. Why is that? Off reefer. Why is that? Because it helps them do what they do. Look this up. Do Google search, research, Wikipedia, do whatever the fuck. Y'all niggas is having an insane conversation right about now. I don't even understand.
I'm going to source up. Unlock my screen. I'm tired of playing. I'm sourcing up. Unlock that screen.
I think I put it in the chat. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, you just put something in the chat. Hold on.
Marijuana addictive.
Drug, government, public. Man, I need to unlock my screen share though while you at. The NIH. He brought the National Institute of Drug Abuse. NIH, y'all. You just NIH, y'all, yo. It says marijuana use can lead to developmental problems.
Memory problems?
No, it's a development it's a marijuana use can lead to development of problem use, known as marijuana use disorder. Oh shit, which takes the form of addiction in severe cases. And I think that's what I was trying to let y'all know. We talking about you, Vance. It says research data suggests that 30% of those who use marijuana may have some degree of marijuana use disorder. They got sources for it. It say people who began using marijuana before the age of 18, which was me, are 4 to 7 times more likely to develop marijuana use disorder than adults. So there you go. I like that right there. I'm gonna put this in the chat for all y'all. If y'all
don't smoke weed,
share my screen.
Yeah, so you basically saying kids should smoke weed.
You good, Vance? You good? You missed the cutoff, yo. You good?
Like it can be addictive. We ain't say you gonna be addicted.
I was 26.
It's the drug.
I finished college. I had a son when I started smoking weed.
Yeah, you right. Y'all got it.
I agree, Fontaine. I agree.
I know dope do that. I know cokeheads do that.
Yeah. Cokeheads. Y'all go right here, yo. For y'all see the thing, go ahead, put your phone up to that and get that. Yeah, there you go. So okay, we learned something here. I want to finish.
Hold up, you ain't even finish it.
What?
Because I heard a bunch of maybes in there.
Yeah, I got
It was
something.
nothing definitive. It said maybe.
I heard 30%.
Because everything you go to is gonna be like that. Nothing, they don't have nothing definitive that says
Right.
on
It's
weed.
only
It's nothing
been
definitive.
it's only been legal for 10, like less than
That's
10
why they
years.
went.
Like,
That's why they went through the
Ladies and
legalization
gentlemen,
of it. That's why
ladies
they
and
went through
gentlemen, listen, it's called marijuana time. We're going to the Journal of Science. I'm telling you, I'm on their head. They
So
don't
what
want
about
this.
the
Oh,
one that we was
man.
just reading? Why did you skip over that one?
Because that's addiction. We
Right,
all,
we were saying is marijuana addictive?
oh, yeah, it said it. Where you
They
at?
said maybe. It
Social?
was a bunch of.
Come on,
And
Social. Where you at?
30%.
Where you at, Social?
In part because epidemiological studies of substance use often use dependence as a proxy for addiction, even though it is possible to be dependent without being addicted. Those studies suggest that 9% of people who use marijuana will become
Where you reading
dependent
that,
on
yo?
it.
Where you reading that?
In the same article, just lower down.
Why you didn't stop when I stopped? Marijuana disorder, often associated with dependence. You skipped that on purpose.
No. Where did you stop? I just continued reading, so I just started reading out loud from
Here,
where.
look, you talking about dependence. We talking about right here. Look, marijuana use disorder are often associated with dependence. Did we see that?
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
What is marijuana use disorder? Get a definition for that.
Marijuana use disorder is often associated with dependence, in which a person feels withdrawal symptoms when not taking the drug. People who use marijuana frequently often report irritability, mood, and sleep difficulties, decreased appetite, craving, restlessness, and other various forms of physical discomfort that peak within the first week after quitting and last up to 2 weeks. Marijuana dependence occurs when the brain adapts to large amount of the drug by reducing production of and sensitivity to its own endocannabinoids, neurotransmitters.
Y'all want to keep reading?
Yes, we want to keep reading.
Marijuana use disorder becomes addiction when the person cannot stop using the drug, even though it interferes with many aspects of his or her life. Estimates of the number of people addicted to marijuana are controversial, in part because epidemiological studies of substance use often use dependence as a proxy for addiction, even though it is possible to be dependent without being addicted. Those studies suggest that 9% of the people who use marijuana will become dependent on it, rising to about 17% in those who start using in their teens.
There you go, yo. Oh,
yeah, but you just missed an important part.
4.5 million people in the United States met the what diagnostic criteria for marijuana disorder. 138,000 volunteers sought treatment for their marijuana. So when I tried to tell y'all crazy guys that when I was in rehabs, it was niggas in there for marijuana, y'all told me that wasn't true.
No, because here
we go.
A lot of time, but listen, you can't. A lot of time when you're in rehab, though, like I got caught for some shit, and I had to do some rehab, not because I was addicted, because I got caught with the shit. And then rehab was the out. You take the rehab.
I didn't say that. I said that there were people that were actually addicted to it.
Man, they really wasn't addicted. That's what he's saying. That's a court thing to get out of.
Of course, you know that. I'm not gonna argue. Y'all in denial right now, all right?
No. Is it possible somebody could have? But and even the thing that you just read, it just said that it's controversial, and it made a clear distinction.
No, it didn't say that. It didn't say that it was controversial.
What you just read.
It didn't say that.
Yeah, it do say that.
It said the numbers was controversial. Yo, why talk over me when you wrong? Why?
I'm trying to explain it. You cut me off. I said what it said is that the number was controversial, and it said because you can be dependent on it and not be addicted. We're talking about it. That's why I told you, there was a time I smoked, I was dependent on it. Like I said, I was on it for a while.
Explain that part. Hold on. Explain how you could be dependent on something and not addicted, since you know all of this since you understand this deeper than all of us, explain how you could be dependent on it but not addicted.
Let me look at you this motherfucking camera. Let me look at you this motherfucking camera.
No, don't let him do that. Don't let him do that.
There's dependent, am I correct? And addicted, right? So when you said addicted and dependent, did you not say that?
No, it said you can be dependent on it, but not addicted to it.
Right. So dependent means you think you need it, but you really don't. Addicted is your body feels like it needs it. You're addicted to it. You gotta have it. So there you go. Like, dude, I understand the whole slice of the pie.
So is that real?
Yes, that's real. So I'm saying that article is really talking about extreme cases. And I thought I told y'all that I was an extreme smoker. It's a difference, dog. I was trying to, the shit y'all doing.
You must just got an addictive personality. Yo.
No, it's not. No.
You got a disorder altogether.
No, it just said your body.
You can't possibly get addicted to everything.
No, I'm not.
Unless you just got an addicted
personality
disorder.
I was never addicted to alcohol, my nigga.
Addiction.
You got that one.
I'm not addicted to alcohol, yo. Like y'all tripping right now. Y'all
That's because you got that wanderlust gene. Oh, you got that.
Hey, check this out, man. Y'all gonna act like you ain't heard what I said earlier. Rewind the tape. You're gonna act like we just read. Y'all gonna play. I never said that any of y'all was addicted. What I said was and Fortune, how you say your name, yo?
Fontaine.
We spoke to it that there are people, 9%. That really go through this. And I'm saying you discount that. It's criminal with these kids growing up. Tell them everything, dog, that it is a possibility that your ass might get addicted. That's all. It's not the norm. It's not the norm.
We can't talk about outlier.
Wow. Yo, just tell you what, source up right now, then.
I'm saying, if you incorporate outliers,
source up, though, Sosa. We talking right now. Source it up. Beat that.
On what? On what?
Right now, beat what he just put up, the NIH. Go past the NIH.
I don't disagree with that. I'm saying that if your argument is about the outliers, then I'm not going to argue outliers.
No outlier. I said that
9%,
there are levels to it. There are levels
100%, to it. And 9% of the 100%.
All right, this man's getting in. Go ahead, man.
Come on, bro. 9% of 100%.
And they say no 9%, man. You made it up.
You just said not. It said 9% of the people that they.
Yeah, it did.
And it increased to 17% in the teens. That's
Yeah, it say rise about 17%.
I'm right there. I'm with Sosa. I'm right there with Sosa.
Yeah, I'm with Sosa. So that's like you saying, if the vaccine is 91% effective, you gonna tell everybody to take that shit. If you say 9% of the motherfuckers might have an adverse effect to it, you gonna say fuck it. So the math bears out that the shit is not addictive, The math bears it out. It's effective.
I'm right here.
Effective against coronavirus.
Can you read this?
Is the vaccine effective against the coronavirus?
Yes,
the math bears it out.
Let me pull it up.
The same math bears out that marijuana is not addictive.
Yeah, we don't do 2010. We don't do 2010, bro.
Yeah, we can do it 2000.
You just got smoked.
Today.
You just got smoked.
We do it. I like the study you just showed, bro. I'm using what you just brought in. I ain't even.
No, I'm trying to read the new one. Yo, let y'all know that active ingredient in cannabis disrupt the body internal clock. Y'all act like that ain't going down.
Like that. Whoever said that?
Hey,
what are you reading?
It's called brain behavior. And this section is brain behavior. Y'all gonna play? What y'all doing?
No, where'd that come from? What's the source of that? Huh?
It's the Journal of Science, bro. You know it comes from.
Active ingredient in cannabis disrupts the body's internal clock. What the fuck is an internal clock? That don't even make sense.
Circadian rhythm, yo. You don't make sense. You don't know the circadian rhythm.
The melatonin. Y'all sound like Dr. Phil now.
No. Your melatonin and your serotonin production That regulates your sleep cycle.
Hey, Chef, that's just dealing with like
No,
your
can we
loss
read it?
of time. That's like your internal clock.
Put
Like
it
you
in the
think it's
back
3
chat.
o'clock with a
All right,
storm.
here
You
it is.
might wake up late.
That ain't no
See
big
how
deal.
y'all do? Y'all ain't missing.
I did that
You
shit
might
today, nigga. I ain't did
oversleep.
nothing.
That's a side effect of weed. You
You
might
crazy,
oversleep.
yo. See?
Are you serious? That's force back up on it. If that's the worst that's gonna happen to you, that you might oversleep, my nigga. Is that what we? I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, you might be running late, Chef. Nigga be running late.
People who smoke,
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
smoke pot
Man, I
can
ain't messing with
feel
y'all, man. Y'all is
lost in
crazy,
time.
yo.
Oh
That shit
yeah,
said your
I want to read
internal
it.
I ain't fighting no
Can I
more.
read
Crazy,
this?
yo.
Can I read this? Can I read this, please? Let me read this.
Y'all
For
sick.
us
Go ahead,
weed,
go ahead.
for us weed smokers,
Hold
this
on,
is gonna
wait,
be
ladies and gentlemen, you
nostalgic.
see what I go through all day long with these guys? Do y'all
Any
understand?
topic,
Listen,
any topic.
I want to read this because this is gonna feel good for us weed smokers. People
Hold
who
on, can we
smoke
put
pot.
that back on the screen?
I'm gonna put it on there for y'all. And
Because
here
you
we go.
just tried to hit us with the
People-
flim flam bim
People
bam.
How you do?
People who smoke
Hey, the
pot can
Omo
feel
Valley, the
lost in
Omo
time.
I
Valley move
appreciate
and
y'all
shit.
having me on. I'm gonna come back if y'all still on when I get back.
For
All right,
some,
bro.
You always
it's
welcome,
part
bro.
of
Good
the
luck.
draw.
Just turn it up. That's all
I
good.
love y'all show, man.
All right, my
Yeah, I
man.
want to read this. I want to read this.
Go ahead, yo.
People who smoke pot can feel lost in time. For some, it's part of the draw. Now, researchers may have figured out one reason why cannabinoids and psychoactive compounds in marijuana and hashish make people feel this way. Yeah, nice. they disrupt the body's internal clock. Sleeping, eating, and other activities are all part of the 24-hour physiological cycle known as the circadian rhythm. This internal clock is controlled by the neurons in the region of the brain called the uh, supraseismatic supraseismatic nucleus (SCN). The SCN normally uses light to reset the clock. That's what happens when you travel from one time zone to another. But absent of any sensory input, SCN neurons will still remain a circadian rhythm. People and animals kept in total darkness continue to eat and sleep at all usual times.
Yeah, the
Several
usual.
years ago, researchers discovered that SCN neurons possesses receptors for the cannabinoids. In the new study, a team led by Yale University circadian biologist Anthony van den Poel tried to figure out what the role of these receptors play. The researchers housed 42 mice in total darkness for 2 weeks and synchronized their internal clock. In this environment, the animals cycle through through activity and inactivity phases, lasting about 12 hours each. After 2 weeks, the researchers shined the light into some of the cages shortly after the mice had entered their active phase. Because the mice are nocturnal, they became active about 2 hours later in the day than did the mice not exposed to a light, a phenomenon called phase delay. But mice were given a brain injections of cannabinoid before light exposure exhibit much less of a phase delay. They became active only 1 hour later than did animals not exposed to light. The researchers then looked at the SCN cells themselves. When they added cannabinoids to the mouse SCN cells in a petri dish, the cells fired about 50% more frequently. This increased activity likely mucks up the circadian rhythm in a live mouse. The researchers reported online this week in the Journal of Neuroscience. The team
Yeah.
believes that cannabinoids may have a similar effect in humans. People tend to lose track of time when they smoke pot, Van der Poel says. that may be because cannabinoids in the drug causes the SCN neurons to fire erratically, he says, disrupting their internal clock. Joseph Bass, a circadian researcher at Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois, says the work supports the idea that addictive substances can impact the body's circadian rhythm. Anecdotally, This may seem obvious, but until recently studies of addictive substances focus only on the brain's reward system. Evidence that molecules can impact both the reward system and the circadian system is just emerging, Ba says.
There you go. Okay. Enough of that. Huh. There you go. Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day. Oh, I don't know, man. Y'all just be careful with that, man.
Nothing was conclusive.
Yeah, not yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
But Unc raised a valid point. And
Yeah, I ain't mad at this point.
fact is, we should not be advising kids at any age to be entertaining weed.
Yeah, let them get older first. Like Vance and y'all did it older, man. Y'all different. It's different.
I was grown old ass man.
Yeah, that's different, yo. Get your school
and this new weed is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Like,
yo.
This new weed is crazy, man. This wow.
Technology,
Right?
it's just grown better. We understand it. We understand the plant better and the hybrids and stuff like that. I mean, from a scientist's perspective, it's fun to grow weed in my backyard. It is fun. It is fun.
Weed grow. I just say be responsible with anything you do, yo. That's my real point. If you drink, be responsible. Right?
Well, again,
can't say be responsible with sniffing coke and heroin. That's not a that's the difference right there.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's addictive.
I'm out of building. Listen, I was 20 years old and went to a party in my building in the Netherlands. Upstairs, they invited us to a party, me and a friend of mine from St. Martin. We went upstairs, these guys were sitting around the table, and just like the movies, they were slicing up some coke with the credit cards and stuff. When I saw the guy put his head down, took the first hit, I was out of the building. We were gone, left. I was scared. I was scared. I was scared shitless. What? No, he put that stuff in his nose. I saw that and I fled. No. It ain't happening. No.
Anyway, I'm just saying, my point is, man, be careful in all your endeavors. Don't let the media and the marketing and all that, you know what I'm saying, just get you engulfed. Like, we just need to be responsible with whatever we do. And definitely, young kids is growing and going to be integral part of a society, man. Say no to drugs, man. Early in the game, man.
But it's 2021 though. It's gonna be. They're gonna be like at least the next generation. My daughter's 11, my son's 15. For them, it's gonna be like alcohol is. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, don't start drinking don't start smoking weed before you're 18. Once you're 18 and you're old enough, like, it's gonna be a whole different paradigm when it comes to smoking weed for them. Like,
yeah, I mean, I have a 24-year-old.
You can't let that happen. You just keep like, alcohol is the most dangerous drug. You're like, how?
Yeah, I agree. But I'm saying, like, that because it's legal.
Yeah,
the treatment is gonna be different from marijuana from our time and how we view it versus like I said, my daughter's 11. When she come up, it's gonna be probably legal all across the country.
Yeah, it's legal now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it'll be legal everywhere. She's 11. Next 7 years.
Right. Gonna sell in the liquor stores, right?
Yeah. She's gonna go to the club instead of being a hookah lounge. They're gonna just get some. They're gonna be smoking weed.
Yep, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you don't mean they gotta partake upon that shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want. I have my way. I don't want them to do anything.
Yeah, stay sober, yo. Keep your, or be responsible with it. You got to be responsible drink.
Let's say you had to choose between alcohol,
marijuana.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you drink and drive, kill everybody in the car, yo.
You damn right.
Yeah, alcohol can go anywhere. Liquid can go. It go in your brain. You got uncles that's alcoholics. You can't just stop drinking. All that shit, the social yo, you will die. You can actually, it's called DTs. This is the shit they don't tell you about, dog. Like the fucking drinking commercials everywhere, yo, and cigarette smoking. Imagine that. Now y'all know they get ready to make menthol illegal. How about that, y'all? Did y'all know that? Let's talk about that. They're about to make menthol illegal in cigarettes, bro. So they had ad campaigns in the black fucking community with Newport, yo.
They made menthol.
Right.
They banned menthol. Niggas gonna be fucked up out here. Niggas gonna be robbing, shooting. Like niggas gonna turn to hard drugs. I'm talking about. I know niggas that won't even touch a cigarette if that shit ain't menthol. Nigga, like God.
If you ain't make that illegal menthol, because it's crazy.
Super crazy.
You think nicotine is killing people? The menthol cigarettes decimates, and then you wonder why we more affected with coronavirus because we smoking more menthol products. We susceptible. So we can't be the one turning our nose up against the shit. Come on, dog. Yeah, I just want everybody just to learn from my mistakes in life. It was clearly a mistake to smoke any motherfucking thing. Whether it was Newports, marijuana, it just was a mistake for me. Vance and niggas can handle it. Yo, I just couldn't handle it. I just ran away with it. So I don't want to see nobody have to go through what I went through. And when these little nuts out here be cracking jokes about what I used to do, nigga, that was 30 years ago. You got niggas in the conscious community is supposed to be the safe space for growth and development of the African mind, of the African American mind, of the space age African, right? So it's supposed to be a safe space. These fools have infected the safe space with pseudoscience put together by crazy knockoff, discredited Europeans. So go figure. The safe space was supposed to give us information and ideas that could protect us against misinformation supposedly coming from white community. Y'all remember that? Now they've made the pseudoism palatable in the conscious community. Like we live in an alternative universe right now, y'all. With the Ali Muhammads and all these dudes, man, they misinform our community on nonsense, yo. This is a safe space. They robbing and taking money from people in the safe space. That's like run up in the church and rob everybody in the church. It's a safe space. It's like bringing drugs in the drug rehab. It's a safe space. We not like nothing is sacred no more, bro. That's my whole point. So when they talk about me, what I did 30 years ago, I've talked about it openly as a precautionary tale. But these niggas did it in 2015, 16, 17, 18, all the way up to 2021. They selling fake herbs from China some damn where. You know what I'm saying? Flim flam and bim bam in the conscious community and got a nerve to bring up something that I talked about, you know what I'm saying, that I did 30 years ago. Go figure that, yo. Go figure the foolery and the nonsense, man. And for the record, let me see what we got, man. I might light this motherfucker up. What we got on here? Let me see something. Let me play the game footage. Let me show y'all these niggas. Let me show you. Let me show you how they start crying. Watch this. This is what they do. They do this game. This is the game they all play. Watch this. Watch. Just watch the game. Hold on, let me get the thing. This is the game they all play, yo. Here go the game. All right, I'm gonna show you the game. This is the game, y'all. Look at the game. They supposed to be revolutionaries, right?
Who that?
Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something.
Are we live? What's up, family?
Hold on, watch this. Watch what I do.
Right. Oh man.
Watch how I do it. Watch this, y'all. Pay close attention to the game. Come on now. All right, let me get the timestamp on here for y'all. Watch this, y'all.
Well, I was telling my soldier because I'm a wide.
Look, this little insert right here, yo, is when we was planning on having a debate, yo. And watch how these niggas turn this shit. Watch.
Fuckers out of New York. You ain't run me nowhere, nigga. You's a slick talking, slanderous nigga. If you was running niggas out, why you call my man Pharaoh P.O., nigga? Why you didn't let the venue go down and show your bitch ass up? Y'all niggas know y'all know how we was rolling. Y'all niggas know how we was rolling. We weren't worried about nothing. Y'all talking about hands. That's why I know you simple mind. You simple mind. You setting yourself up, nigga. Talking about y'all got hands. Y'all gonna put, nigga, please. Y'all niggas finna get a motherfucking, y'all niggas about to get a box, nigga.
So right here, SETI, our fearless leader, yo, is talking about killing niggas over debate. Go figure that, yo. But watch this. This is shit that I can't take right here. Watch this, yo. Watch this. This is the shit I really can't take.
Head. So
hold on. This is what I can't take, yo. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. God.
Me and young Pharaoh.
Yeah, come on, yo. That nigga sided with young Pharaoh.
What they gonna do?
Watch this.
And I done been all around this bitch and the motherfucker ain't done shit. And so niggas thinking that they can run up on me. Nigga, try it if you want to. I'm gonna show you, nigga. You gonna put your whole motherfucking squad, your family on the motherfucking line. That's not what you wanted.
All right, enough of that. So here you go. This the part. So I was the first nigga that they put a nigga record up. For the record, y'all. That's my record right there. They put my motherfucking record up. See this where the treachery started. It started on me. Record up. So y'all think that shit new. This ain't nothing new. Putting a nigga record up. This these lame ass niggas did, yo. I wouldn't dream of putting another nigga record up, yo. I'm gonna leave that shit alone. But watch this, yo. Watch how they do it. Watch how the shit these niggas talk. Watch this. Hold on.
These is crackhead charges. These is not thug niggas in the street charges. These is, I was a crackhead. It was a little cold that winter. And nigga, I needed $200 charges.
Don't y'all laugh at that shit. It is funny though.
That's what these charges are. So we still clapping because niggas always want to attack niggas' character. Don't worry. This is not slander. This is facts. Okay, next. Uh-oh. What's that? Let me go. Let me see. Let me find the date for y'all because I want the fact. Okay, this one happened motherfucking January 1st, 1997. Criminal possession of paraphernalia and narcotics. You know what a narcotic is, don't you? You know what crack is, don't you, Sam? Okay? You know what that is, right? Let's keep it kicking.
So first of all, anybody know what paraphernalia is? That's scales. It can be a scale, can be bags, be anything.
Yeah. Any type of thing you use to
yeah. So he
bag it or spray it.
Yes, he just went with the crack shit. Nigga, I ain't never had crack in my life. He tripping. But watch this. This ain't even, but I just want to let y'all know, yo, that these niggas pulled my shit up. All right? This how they play.
Let's keep it kicking. Let's keep it kicking. This another narc.
Shit, nigga sell one weed.
Watch this. Now watch this nigga. This is your fearless hero right here. Listen to him. The tough guy. To tell the youth to go charge some shit.
Nigga. I ain't never been in no mother.
Hold on. Here we go. What does nigga say he ain't what? Watch this.
I have had one.
Watch this, yo. This the tough guy.
I'm zoom in on this one for y'all to see. I'm gonna zoom in.
And we doing this shit because one of them army riding niggas, squad niggas put my shit up there. Nigga, I only had one motherfucking nigga. I've been on this planet since I've been on this planet, nigga. I have had one motherfucking charge, nigga. I ain't never been in no motherfucking white man jail. And I ain't never been nigga convicted of shit. Nigga sell one weed charge. Where the crackers ran up on me with a goddamn $15 bag of trees. And because I'm an arrogant nigga with cheddar in my pocket, I told the goddamn police, well, nigga, how much is the goddamn ticket? Bitch, I'm gonna pay that right now. And so since I was arrogant down in Texas, the bitch slapped me with the maximum.
Okay, so now you got your fearless leader. All right? Ain't never been in trouble in his whole fucking life, but yet he's the gangster. But yet he's against the government. He's against this. He fighting the system. That don't seem like a person that fight the system to me. That seems like a person that actually follows the law. He's a law-abiding citizen. And I'm not knocking that. I think to be a law-abiding citizen, I think that's good. But when it come to me, nigga, I ain't never paid attention to them fucking laws. Always broke the laws. See, I'm the real motherfucking rebel that break them laws. Simple as that. But I don't promote y'all doing that though. But this nigga promote y'all going against the system when, like he said, I ain't never been against the system. That nigga got a college degree. All these things are admirable. I'm not speaking against that. But the fake out game he played, he's the murderer, they gonna kill us, he's the tough guy, he's against the system. No, my nigga, you never been locked up. You've been locked up one time for a bag of weed. See, and so be proud of that, nigga. But you use it against me, though. And you convince younger brothers that you against the system. Where? House, way? Where you against the system at? You never been in the system till you was 40-something. Imagine that, yo, black man in America go 40 years. Yo, that's admirable, dog. But why players, yo? Why not talk about that part of your life? Because they're goofies. See, they goofies and they fakes and they charlatans. That's why. Let me give you another fake out. That's how they do y'all. So once again, Sarah Stupid Seti, right? And the drugged out of his mind, young Pharaoh, who's actually has a mental collapse right in front of y'all face right now. Oh, y'all thought I was gonna let that slide. I actually feel sorry for the brother. But I told y'all, see, I'm that told y'all so nigga. See, that's what I do. I come back 7, 8 years later and say, I told y'all so. They was who I said they was. You think I just spent time arguing with niggas for no reason? No, I argued with the niggas I knew they was on some bullshit and I called them on it. So let the record show. Let the record be clear that I told you so. Yeah, but anyway, Sarah Stupid said he the criminal guy. Dude, you only been locked up one time. So actually, you're not even against the system, yo. We're not even mad at you, but the truth is the truth, dog. The truth is the truth. You're not against the system, bro. So relax. Hold on. All right, move on.
Yeah, that's what be trip me out though. They be like them banging on the beaches. The niggas ain't never break one law. Like, come on.
How's you banging on the beach?
You ain't even get locked up for fighting. Like, God damn.
Yeah. Come on, yo.
Guilty as charged. I got locked up 3 times, all 3 times for busting somebody's head. Otherwise than that, I'm a model citizen.
All right, hold on. Let me come to the next one. Watch this. It's constant with these cats. I mean, it's constant. So I got Spike to show up a little bit.
Yeah, we should have played some of the goddamn young barrel clips. That boy is, whew.
Man, he's falling out right now, yo. I mean, he's so fucked up right now, yo, that I don't even want to crack the jokes on the nigga, yo.
I seen some shit with him, like he was cursing out his aunt, like, where's my fucking cousin at?
Where's my cousin
at, bitch? Like, he was going, I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm not telling you where he is. Like, nigga, you need to get some help. You know what I'm saying? You can hear on the phone, like, telling him, like, you need to get some help. I'm not going to tell you where he's at. Like, that shit was crazy. I was like, damn.
Yo, it's crazy as fuck. Yo, hold on. Damn, where's this at, man? Hold on. Let me get this right. I'm just running over 1 second. I had it set up yesterday, yo, but I let it get up. Hold on. Right here. It's right here. Oh, nope. Yeah, man, I had to, yeah, yo, that's crazy. Yo, them niggas, they put my record on live, yo. If you're gonna put my record on, tell the truth about this shit at least. Hold on. Man, yo, why can't I get this, man? Come on. Shahaka, babe. How you spell Shahaka? All right.
Damn, I was looking at that boy Seti Sabalos in ICU.
You say what? What happened?
And I said that boy Seti Sabalos. Remember him? Used to play for Phoenix?
Yeah, Seti Sabalos. Yeah, what's up? What about him?
Yeah, he's in the ICU with COVID-19. Yeah. Right, damn.
Right. I hope he got a vaccine.
I hope so too.
Who you said, Sosa?
Seti Sabalos.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on. We're going to get it. That's crazy, yo. Hey, but Vance, you get my point, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I always got your point.
Yeah, I'm talking about extreme cases, y'all. That, like, come on, y'all. Like, we ain't gonna go too far with it.
Yeah. No, I always got the point.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that.
She's trying to get attention.
We ain't gonna do that. All right, here we go. Watch this, y'all. Here we go. Watch this. Shit talking niggas. Watch this. Man.
The rhetoric. No. Rhetoric. Okay, no, let me finish it again. I just want to say for the record that I'm not anti-vaccine. I want to say that for the record 1,000 times. I'm not anti-vaccine. You misrepresented me. I also want to say many vaccines have been shown to provide strong protection against COVID-19. Now, growing evidence finds that they also substantially reduce. Hey, bro, so guess what? I said transmission and infection. Answer that. Hold on. Fuck. Yes, man. That. What? People. Big rope, I'm out. Now, you gonna be long-winded. I might. You gotta. Only, wait. Is a person that can barely read, and when he was smoking crack, my nigga, when he admitted to smoking, like, whoa, hold on, nah. So Harker, I gotta get a way to hit your mute button. Seriously, family. I'm done. I have listened to a man tonight that cannot read, that's told or he's been spent. I've been in the street for years. I was out there snorting. Listen, I was snorting cocaine and heroin. What? So he was just being facetious. No, stop. So he was snorting cocaine and heroin, like he's known for in your neighborhood, or you know that neighborhood, right? Now, no history of hard drug use ever. No felonies ever. Listen, not even felonies. Hold on. Not even felonies that was put on it, but it was dismissed or it was removed, and then the other felony did. Like, no felonies, never on my record. Not even proposed. No history of hard drug use. No history of military background. I am the one that might be the scammer, not the heroin snorting felon with the military back.
So, see, here you go. They baiting and switching y'all. Once again, none of these niggas been in no trouble in no time, and that's admirable. That's admirable. But then what you talked about? Because what we really talked about is, what the hell you doing in the conscious community? See, the whole conversation is always based around what y'all doing now, yo. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even really about where you came from. It's where you at and what you doing with your people now. Y'all know my story. Man, I fight for the youth, bro. So every time I talk about my life, it's the hope that the youth will be frightened from the stories I tell and not go down that damn path. But these niggas, I ain't never did nothing. But then they tell you to fight the power. They don't know what it's like to be locked up. They don't know what it's like to be in the belly of the beast. They don't know what it is like to go against authority, white people with guns. Man, I never listened to white people with guns. Always broke the law. See how they fake you out? I ain't never been in trouble. Nigga, both y'all use the scamming ass niggas, what we always talk about. We're talking about you in the safe space. Sarah Stupid Steady in the safe space, talking about killing our families, right? Because they couldn't as men stand up and debate us. Damn, I'm a Raw Squad, one trying to kill them. Come on, dude, it was a debate. They ran fraudulently. And every time I think about that shit, the shit enrages me. It outrages me. Dumbass Inky. I've never been in trouble. I've never spent about nothing. Whatever, nigga, but you a fraud right now. We talking now. This is what we talking about. And they the main ones showing your record. Dude, so I'm saying, man, I've been through this with this crazy ass flipped out community. Putting a nigga record up like, where, yo? So we become the police on here when we give people accurate information and makes the police. Like, where are we at right now? These niggas is selling you herbs and spices and chicken noodle soup in the middle of a pandemic. And they not the criminals against us? Come on, dude. You New England, yo, you just read this. You ain't got to get no more. Just read this one time. You realize how inaccurate you are. But they won't do it. It's the white man shit. But nigga, y'all get your herbs from white people, though. They control that particular industry. Come on, man. Like, y'all, we gotta wake up, though. Like, come on, man. Feel good Valentine, autism in the bounds. Like, man, we got to wake up, man. Yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, man. I ain't never been in trouble. I ain't never really. But these niggas is y'all fearless leaders gonna lead y'all, you know what I'm saying, against the white man. Using discredited white people. I'm just fucking confused. Anyway.
Yeah, so how he switched up though? He told me he's not an anti-vaxxer. He not. They kill me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just had a whole argument on SBDL about that shit. Now he's not an anti-vaxxer. Shit, nigga, crazy.
Nigga, everything you say is against vaccine. That's the new thing now. Well, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not telling you not to get it. Dude, everything you said was telling me not to get it. Everything you said was telling me not to trust it. You don't have to say it.
I know, like I never said the word. I think him and Devon, like I've never said that. I never said I was anti-vax. Nigga, your rhetoric is anti-vax.
And then people will tell us, yo, they're not anti-vax. I've been wanting to just slap them with a hat.
Yeah, it's always funny when they say that shit. Like, it trips me out. But I've never heard him tell anybody anytime to, get any vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the corona, COVID or not. I never heard him tell anybody to get a vaccine.
Yo, we're in the middle of a pandemic, yo. You got niggas making political. I'm not telling nobody not to get it, nigga, but everything you saying is saying not to get it. I was on the show last night, yo.
What show?
I gotta get the name of it, yo. These niggas, Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore in the building, man. Man, so I don't know. We go through it, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. Vance, you got something to close out with, bro? Because you up late. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm at work and shit. Shit, everybody go subscribe to the podcast. Real Black Atheist Library. Shit, it was a good conversation, a little bit different than normal, but appreciate everybody coming on. Good speaking to everybody on the panel. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
I think Sutter done stepped away.
Hey. I'm here. I had a great conversation. Of course, it's always a pleasure to be in the building. We're the pseudo killers, and what Anx is saying is absolutely true. These guys use all forms of logical fallacies, but they're exposing themselves. Stinky Inky, Dr. Phil has been officially put to rest for crackery. Stinky Inky got his colored algae that he's trying to make people drink. Bullshit. Pseudo killers on deck. They got nowhere to hide.
Adrian.
Being scientifically literate is the vaccine against the pseudos and the what's the last part?
Man, just make sure you get your second shot, goddammit.
Oh yeah, I get my second shot on the 21st.
Because we don't want to catch coronavirus being around you.
Oh man, look, I gotta do a presentation for Sardetta and stuff like that. I got stuff to do.
I know you do, man.
But I enjoyed the show.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Sosa, you got something to say, brother?
Yeah, man, thank everybody for coming through, man, as usual, man. If you ain't, hit the like button on the way out. Appreciate the family coming through. I want to hear from Wujawu, trying to get that jab report.
Looking for Wujawu.
Get a bolo, be a bolo of Wujawu where you at, so we can talk to you, brother. Yeah. But other than that, man, I always enjoy it, man. Good show.
Yo, who got the control? You got the control, Sosa?
I got it, man. As soon as you wrap it up, as soon as you put the period on it, we got it.
Anyway, man, look, Doing drugs, selling drugs, man, it's a precautionary tale, man. Almost lost my life in them streets for no reason, man. Almost didn't have those beautiful twins, yo. Almost didn't have my other son and my other daughter. Like, that ain't the way to go, dog. The quick money, the fast money is a bunch of nonsense, man. Black community gotta take a stance against that, man. Live my life, yo, be a precautionary tale, man. I do what I do, man, because of what I did and decimate my community. So now I just wanted to flip it, right? I wanted to give back. I wanted to undo what I did. So this is why I'm so emotional. This is why I'm so passionate. This is why I'm so just on top of what I'm supposed to do. This is why I go so fucking hard in the paint. Because none of these niggas scare me around here. I done been through the worst parts of my life, yo. Simple as that. None of these niggas put fear in my heart when it come to doing what we doing, yo. Gotta give y'all the right methodology. Gotta give y'all the right technique. Gotta give y'all the right books, man. Man, make sure y'all support the website, Abjeware, man. Man, go get yourself something, man. Get a pseudo killers joint, man. Get a no religion joint. Get you something, man. Man, support us, man. Yo, we around here giving you all the real information. And not because we saying it, it's because we back it up with credible sources. Not just sources, but credible sources. We're one of the groups that actually own books, you know. That's a rarity now, showing a book. Feel me? Yeah, so man, appreciate everybody coming through, man.